So earlier in June this year, I visited Prem Singh Ji. Prem Singh Ji, who is also the owner of the house where I stay in, happens to be a shepherd. He spends 4 to 5 months with his flock of sheep and goats in the upper reaches of the Himalaya. I spent some 5 days with him, and today I would like to present before you a short glimpse in the life of a Himalayan shepherd. He has a huge flock. This year the flock numbered around 140. The flock mostly comprised of sheep, some goats and occasionally oxes. Not all are his. Most of them belong to the many families of the village he is from. As summers approach, the villagers hand over their individual goats and sheep to him. He then rounds them up and for the next 5 months from May to September is responsible for taking them to higher altitudes in search of better grazing pastures. The life of a shepherd is very challenging. In the upper reaches of the Himalaya, weather is cold, harsh and unforgiving. He is away from his family for months with little to no mobile network, and it was hard for me to imagine how someone could survive in such difficult life conditions. Managing a big herd of sheep and goats is not easy. Animals wander off on their own and need to be continuously looked upon. Some sheep suffer from cuts and bruises and need to be treated immediately and mostly without any assistance from a doctor. These animals are an easy prey for predators like leopards and black bears and need to be constantly taken care of. The hut, which he calls his home, is a pretty simple structure made of stones and the facilities are pretty basic. The food, which was prepared on a fireplace, though very simple and basic, was very tasty. I also came to know an interesting fact about shepherds. So for shepherds, their fireplace is very holy, and whenever rice is cooked, the food has to be eaten outside. Be it a sunny day, incessant rains or deafening thunderstorm, food has to be eaten outside the hut. They believe that if this rule is not followed, calamity will befall them and their herd. They shared stories of how, when someone disobeyed this rule, lightning struck their herd, or that many numbers of their sheep died for mysterious reasons. I also came to know that there is no water source nearby their camping grounds, and the only source of water is almost a kilometer away. Prem Singh Ji has laid a temporary line near his hut, but wild animals and sheep regularly trample on it and it needs to be maintained almost on a daily basis. While I was here, a very interesting incident happened, and I would like to share it with you. There was this male goat. This goat was purchased last year, and this goat had a habit of continuously hitting the sheep for no reasons. And there was a potential danger that it could seriously injure one of the young ones. Prem Singh Ji and Kalam Singh Ji had to chase him all over the place before they could get hold of him. Finally, after getting hold of it, they figured an ingenious way of taming this wild male. जरा कैमरे में बोलो अब कि क्या हो रहा है, क्या कर रहा है?
ये भेड़ों को मार रहा है ना।
ये मेल है, मतलब ये नर है ना,
हाँ
और ये भेड़ों को मार रहा है,
हाँ,
राइट?
इसका स्कीम कर रहे हैं, इसका पाँव बांध रहे हैं।
अच्छा,
मालिक आ गए अब, ये है हसन मालिक।
तो मालिक साहब ये हैं।
ये वो साइडो पे मालिक।
After catching him, they pinned him down and tied one of his legs tightly with a piece of rope. Doing this made it docile and it stopped hitting the other sheep. Despite the challenges which he and all other shepherds face on a daily basis, he is extremely cheerful, highly active, and full of energy. Lord Shiva and Parvati are worshipped in their innumerable forms here, and one day after lunch, he shared a very interesting story of a conversation that happens between Shiva and Parvati. हाँ, तो आप कहानी सुना रहे हैं केदारनाथ की?
हाँ केदारनाथ की कहानी सुना रहा हूँ मैं।
हाँ हाँ
केदारनाथ में जब शिव जी यात्री नीचे से जाते थे,
हाँ
तो यात्रियों ने कहा कि पार्वती ने कहा कि ऐसा है कि तू सबको जो है वो दर्शन क्यों नहीं देता है।
पार्वती ने शिव जी से
शिव जी
कहा।
शिव जी से बोला
हाँ
कि तुम आप भगवान, आप त्रिलोकीनाथ है, आपने जो है उसको मैंने किसी यात्री को दर्शन क्यों नहीं देते। उसने कहा अरे यात्री ऐसे आते जाते हैं, इतने को मैं दर्शन दूँ तो दुनिया बढ़ जाएगी, मेरे भक्त हो जाएगी सब। एक बहुत शुरू जो सीधे जाते समय वो जो है एक जगह में जो है, देखो तुम मेरी कहानी देख, अब तो मैं यहाँ पर बैठता हूँ तो मेरी सेवा कर। तो वो क्या बने, कोड़ी बन गई।
कोड़े मतलब
कुष्ठ हो गया वो,
कुष्ठ रोग है। अच्छा,
हाँ,
कुष्ठ
शिव
रोग।
जी को जो है कुष्ठ रोग
अच्छा।
हुआ है। अब जो है जोगी के बेस में जो है वहाँ पर बैठ गए। अब पार्वती जो है कन्याकुमारी वही बने फर्स्ट का रूप बनती।
हाँ
एक एक गए, अरे यार सारे ये क्या करे यहाँ पर, जो है इस घोड़े के साथ मैं बैठी हुआ है।
अच्छा
सारे ये ऊपर जाती तो दर्शन करके नीचे आती, फिर ले जाती नीचे।
हाँ
एक ने कहा, दूसरे ने कहा, तीसरे ने कहा, सीजन दोनों ने बैठ गया। लास्ट को एक यात्री आए, उसने कहा बेटी तो क्या करी यहाँ पर, यहाँ क्या हुआ इसको कि ये चल नहीं पा रहे हैं, बाजार पर चढ़ाई की बात है, ये जल नहीं पा रहे हैं, इनको ऊपर ले जाना था। नहीं मैं कैसे कैसे ले जाऊँगा। उसने कहा चलो मेरे साथ में चल। उसने एक फनका उसने पकड़ा बाजू, एक उसने पकड़ा उसको केदारनाथ में जो है मंदिर में ले गया। दर्शन दूसरे शिव जी अंदर गए तो शिव जी वहाँ गुप्त हो गए। अब उसने कहा, तब पार्वती ने कहा अब तो दे दर्शन। तब उसके बाद उसको दर्शन दिया, उसको माता दिया, वो जो है फलीभूत हो गया।
The place was beautiful and my time here passed by quickly. As my time to return came closer, I realized that both of them, Prem Singh ji and Kalam Singh ji, have kids that are now grown-ups and married, but they are not here. I very naturally had this question as to why hadn't they joined them. So one day, just before they left to graze their sheep, I sat with them and asked this question and had the following conversation. अभी आपकी इतनी उम्र हो गई है फिर भी आप इस काम को कर रहे हैं, तो आपके बाद की जो पीढ़ी, जो आपके बच्चे हैं, क्या वो इस काम को करेंगे?
मुश्किल करेंगे, अगर रोजगार नहीं होगा तो तब करेंगे, रोजगार होगा तो कैसे करेंगे।
आपके बच्चे?
मुश्किल करे नहीं करेंगे। 61 साल की है।
अच्छा, 61 साल की है। अच्छा,
मैं पिछले मतलब 21 सालों से ये धंधा कर रहा हूँ।
अच्छा 21 सालों से कर रहे हैं।
आने वाली पीढ़ी कभी नहीं करेंगे।
बहुत मुश्किल है, बहुत टफ है उनके लिए।
नहीं करेंगे, बस क्या नहीं कि इच्छुक भी नहीं है लोग। आज सब वही हैं अपने आराम से, अपनी मेहनत कौन करेगा वो।
बहुत मेहनत है,
बहुत मेहनत
है।
जब सुबह से बारिश लगती है, शाम होता तो जाना है बेड़ू के साथ में।
वही तो।
बस बारिश हो, बर्फ हो, कुछ हो, बस जाना।
As I left, I remembered the conversation and realized that they were probably right. And this probably is the last generation which will herd sheep for a living. Places like these have no electricity, very weak mobile connections, and are very challenging to survive in. A generation that is now accustomed to 4G internet speeds and broadband connections inside the comfort of their homes could never make this profession their own. In the coming few months and years, I hope to visit him several times, but the feeling that this beautiful part of our culture might be lost forever after this generation leaves me sad. I do hope that the younger generation takes this up and this beautiful tradition survives.